What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, y'all? Thank you for seeing our first official live since 2020. So, my name is Audrey with Keeping It Real with Audrey Trez and 2DB. Our special guest will be on in just a little bit. He is a Southern Houston slash ATL rapper. He is a businessman, an actor, a model, all lanes, as he says. He goes by the name of Jake Blaze, aka Jake. So we're gonna get right into it with his single, Watch It. What's up, my two viewers? What's up? What's up, y'all? Come on in the room. What's up? I, I see you, Jay. I see you, Jake. I'm coming in. I'm gonna tag you in too, but I gotta get your intro in first. And that's it. Jake Blaze, Watch It. His new single he posted this year. You guys check it out on all streaming platforms. But let me go ahead and give you a quick little background before I bring the guest of the hour on for his second live interview with Keeping It Real with Audrey Trez and Tootie B. Underlining any success is a story of a struggle and unyielding drive and a passion great enough to persevere to strive, excuse me. This sentiment rings true for a Houston native rapper Jake. Jake expresses passions in a rap where he feels free to be who you want to be. His music spans from life experiences and unique expressions. Jake grew up in Rosenberg, Texas, and relocated to Houston after completing his bachelor's and master's degree at Prairie A&M and Texas Southern University. Jake has always had a passion for music, particularly hip hop and rap. Jake dropped his first promo single in December 2020 titled Watch It, which has been played on radio stations and on all streaming platforms. This will also a music video in the works, so y'all stay tuned to that, which he'll be dropping soon. His EP will be dropping February titled At Last. Comes from a Greek god, Atlas, who carried the weight of the world on his back. The EP is mostly done just finalizing some visuals and behind the scene events, which is done by me, of course. So yes, we cannot wait to have Jake on board here shortly. I'm just going to go ahead and go over some quick hip hop news for you guys here. We just found out that Dr. Dre was released from hospital after having a brain injury. A 50-year-old was under watch for at least about 6 days, which reported him to have intervals of we don't know. Sources don't know how that happened, but it did. And then other hip hop news. If you haven't been watching Megan Thee Stallion is booming, still booming since last year. She also was supposed to be on Love and Hip Hop, but they didn't choose her, which was ironic. Don't know why they didn't choose her, but I guess blessings was in disguise because since she didn't make it, her music and success been booming ever since. But I see the Houston/Atlanta rapper is ready to pop up on the screen. So let me go ahead and bring him. Really? Okay, he told me to give him a minute, so I'm gonna keep on talking. He said, give me a couple of seconds. He gotta clear his throat. But yes, so I'm wondering why, I'm nosy, but I just wanted to figure out why they did not put Megan on the show. Maybe, to my opinion, she's probably higher than the show. I just saw, when I saw her audition tape, they posted on Hip Hop. I was like, yeah, she was better than the show. So I can honestly understand why. I think it was shady, that they didn't pick her, but it is what it is. And I was also looking like who was the biggest Kardashian. So, I'm trying to be nosy, like who is the highest paid out of the 7 months, out of all them Kardashians. And it's crazy enough, of course, Kim is number one with 900 million. Right under that is Kylie, who is right under 900 million, which is shocking, But the rest of the motherfuckers, I feel bad because at least Courtney and Chloe, more Chloe, should have way more money than all them bitches. But I guess since, she put a sex tape out, I guess that kind of helped her success. But are we ready? Are we ready to come on? Okay. Like I said, we're joining lives here with Jake Blaze, Houston rapper. Yeah. Hi, Jake.
How are you doing?
Good, love. Looking like somebody 1960 about to go work out. Chanja Bocha.
I still gotta get my workouts in. Even though I'm out of town, I still gotta get my workouts in.
Okay. Y'all, ain't he giving y'all 1970s workout vibes?
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, I just want to go put on some. Let me put on Johnson Rose workout music.
Let's get this party.
Huh?
Okay, let's get the party started.
Let's get it started, honey. So, like I was explaining to the viewers, you originally came from Houston, Texas, and now you're living in Atlanta. So, was Houston the forefront of your music or rapping career, or when did you start to notice that you really wanted to be a rapper?
Honestly, I really noticed probably after I graduated from college and got into corporate America, and then just listening to music and things like that, and being able to express myself freely. being put into a box. That's what honestly allowed me to venture off into music, art, and just being myself.
Okay. So, who was your influences at the time when you were studying your craft or perfecting your craft?
Honestly, with hip hop, to me, it started off with Beyonce. I'm originally from Houston. Beyonce was one of my, role models, inspirations, and then Miguel was also in there. And honestly, that was it. So, but mainly it was Beyonce because she is from Houston. I'm from Houston. She had you had to represent, things like that. That's starting off.
So, was there any rappers in your like genre that you felt that was really
Yes, that really got me into it. The her unique creativity, and this and stuff like that. Nicki Minaj, Onika Tanya Mirage, and stuff like that. So I listen to her every day. She's on my playlist. I listen to her while I'm in the gym, even when I'm at work, working on things and stuff like that. She gets me. Listen to her when I wake up in the morning. She just gets me up. So.
So which one of your go-to Nicki Minaj songs that was like, yep, this is what puts me that would be a rapper? Which one?
Ooh, it's so I can't pick one. I'm sorry. I can't
Five.
pick one.
You pick your
Five.
yes.
Um, she has just had so many. Even it's not just like her songs, just some of her features and her verses. I'll say number one would be honestly, I listen to her Monster verse every time I wake up in the morning. That gets me up, go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, Monster. And then since I wake up flawless, I put in the flawless remix with her and Beyonce, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Her Megan Thee Stallion, Hot Girl Summer. I like that song.
Okay.
And then with her, Roman's Revenge, because she really snaps and pull out that side like that we all have, but some of us are too shy to show it. But I don't really give a what. And what would be the last one? There's so many. Um, I would say, to get me in a good twerk session would be good form. I love good form.
Can't go wrong with good form. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So we see this Houston rapper now in ATL. What inspired you to move to Atlanta? Because you was in the good North Carolina
Exactly.
for a little bit. So
Mhm.
what got you the motive to like, okay, let's move, to Atlanta?
Well, I've staying in Charlotte for 2 years, so I moved to Atlanta mainly because I've been actually I'm going to be on a TV series, acting show to act as a leading role as Vaughn in Life Changes series, which will be airing coming out in next month on Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV. So make sure y'all check that out. And then also my music, because I believe like with Atlanta, and not to downplay Charlotte, but I believe, a city like Atlanta, I just think there's more opportunities there for music, acting, and just to venture off into that. And at the same time, still, still full time engineer, so that's still being fulfilled, and just transferred offices, and just staying in all lanes as I've always done. So that's
Business
what's up.
It's, but I digress. So, speaking of acting, okay, tell us more about your character. What should the audience be on the lookout for in this series? And pretty much give us a little bit of backstories of life changes from your perspective.
Okay, so from my perspective, Life Changes. It's going to be a great web series / TV series, and I really think y'all need to, really check into it. It's based on 7 gay relationships, but if you're straight or any other form, it's really good that everybody should watch it because there's a lot of great messages in the show or whatever, and everybody can relate to it. And it's not based on, sex like your typical, LGBTQ shows and things like that. So with my character as Vaughn, I am living with my boyfriend Paul. Vaughn is a fashion designer, and that's his business. He has his own business as a fashion designer, and basically Vaughn is the outspoken one, very flamboyant, outspoken. He's always himself, and Paul is more the reserved, more reserved, conservative one, and he's just not as out there as much as Vaughn or whatever within a real world. So they clash back and forth when it comes to different things that they have going on in their relationships. And honestly, I was in a relationship when I was in Texas. I can totally relate to that for several years. So it's crazy how I got picked out for this role or whatever. So it's very relatable, and I just can't wait, for y'all to see the show. I'm really excited.
Yeah, since you said that you relate a lot to your character, what was one thing that stood out to you that you was like, yeah, that's definitely me?
I think honestly, my relationship with Paul in the show, with Vaughn's relationship with Paul in the show. See, I'm saying my relationship because I can relate to it. That's how crazy it is.
Okay.
Vaughn's relationship with Paul in the show. That's what makes it so relatable, and that's why I knew it was like for me. Because it's funny because crazy. I was supposed to originally be Paul, which I did audition for Paul, but after auditioning with Tracy and Crystal for that character, they just like, oh, you know what, we want you to read Vaughn. It's like you would read Vaughn. And being that I'm so not flamboyant, but I'm out there and I'm dramatic. I'm a cuss Leo Virgo, so I'm very dramatic. I'm out there with my emotions and stuff like that. And I can always talk with my hands. I love talking with my hands, and you know this. So Vaughn was the perfect character for me, and it just comes natural to me. It's not as much acting. It's more relatable. It's just me being more myself, which a lot of people have not. Even Houston people from Houstonians who've known me for years never seen me in that way. So I've always been a Paul, more conservative, more reserved for my engineering background. But now it's like, I'm living my life, being me, and my resume, everything's locked in. Engineering is still here, it's still going to be with me. It's not going anywhere. So now it's time for me to show the world who I really am. So.
Okay. I'm going to pause on the acting for just a minute and focus on engineering because I know we have three distinct topics we're going to hit on, which we will in just a minute. But what gave you the drive to become an engineer? I know we tried to hit on it a little bit in our first interview, but of course with technical difficulties, that didn't work. But now we have a better system.
Yeah.
So we can run that back. So what got you in the interest of engineering? Like out of every career, engineering.
Honestly, in high school, my ex-girlfriend, who's like my play sister now, her mother, who's my play mother still, or whatever, we still keep in contact. She honestly sat back and watched me as we were doing homework sometimes together, and she knows I was just really good with numbers and adding, subtracting, memory wise, everything. I was just really good with numbers. She was like, "Boy, you can remember numbers like nothing." So she was like, "You know what? You should consider engineering," and she suggested civil engineering for me because, for one, there's civil, the main engineers. I might miss out on some, but the major ones are civil, mechanical, electrical, chemical, and industrial engineering. Those are majors or within engineering field. So she chose civil engineering for me, which is the one that was the first around before all the other engineers. So it has a lot of history, and it is not as higher paying as other. It's like kind of like in number three out of five out of, in regards to how much you can make, but job security wise, always around. Like civil engineers are needed during this recession, during the COVID. We're still here. I'm still doing work. With constructing roads, traffic control, things like that. I'm still, busy and still doing work at home. So that's what honestly made me do it because growing up, my mom and dad having two brothers and two sisters, and I saw how not that we struggled, but just some of the things we couldn't do as other families were doing, and as some of my friends who had the so-called Jordan tennis shoes, they were just getting the Jordans this, Jordans that, and at that time, with raising two kids, I mean, five kids or whatever and stuff like that with my parents, which they made it work or whatever. But some of those things, extra things we couldn't get, stuff like that. So it's not even for me to even be able to purchase Jordans. I haven't purchased any Jordans to this day. But just being financially stable and not, making it check to check as for say or whatever, being a little life. Like currently, right now, I'm in Miami. Just living my life, working on some music still, enjoying myself, humble still. I don't flaunt too much. I haven't posted any pictures since I've been in Miami. So with that being said, with that being said, I'm just you so silly. With that being said, I'm just me. And a lot of times, the money can change people, but the money has never changed me. And actually, and going into the money thing, I'm actually going to be giving away two $500 scholarships, one to the ballroom community and one to the general public. I'm going to be giving out in 2021 this year, upcoming year for fall, in fall 2021 and spring 2022. And hopefully the amount, will increase moving forward and things like that. So it's all about giving back to me at the end of the day too.
Okay, philanthropy. I see you. So if you had to choose, since your passion was numbers and your career is now as a civil engineer, if you could have chosen any other career that could have stuck out to you, what two other careers would have pushed you away from engineering if you chose something else?
I can speak on one specifically. It was business administration, business finance. I just saw myself as the very, business. I wanted to be dressed up in a suit and be on, go to New York, be on Wall Street. And I
Mhm.
almost honestly switched my major from engineering to business in school because the math had got a little too advanced for me, going to differential equations and advanced math for engineers and things like that. And then eventually I was like, you know what, let me just buckle down, temporary sacrifices, and get it done and get this, out the way. So that's what I did, and that was that. And ever since then, I don't regret. I'm glad I kept my major because I've never, knock on wood, and I thank God, but I've never been, laid off. I've always been in my field since I graduated, and a lot of my colleagues and even friends from college who didn't have engineering majors or majored in a different type of engineering are not even in their field or where they want to be, honestly.
Mhm.
So I thank God. I thank God. I thank God for that.
Hello, hallelujah.
Mhm.
So we want to go ahead and congratulate you on your LLC. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you, thank
Can
you.
you go into a little
Yes.
bit on it or tell us more about it?
So yes, my LLC is just Jake, because it's all about me and what I can do and give back and the services I can provide, and also my entertainment. Also supports my music brand that I'm doing now too. So mainly, if you go to justjakeonline.com, you'll see all the services that you can book me for: bartending, um, art shows, personal training, meal preps, and the list goes on and on of what I can do. Because a lot of people know what I've done and what I'm doing still. So, even when it comes to even personal training, I can provide that. It can be via online. If you can't make it to the gym or if you don't want a gym membership, I can create things with your body weight. And then now it's also supporting, like I just mentioned earlier, my music brand, which I'm really, really excited about, and things like that. So that's good. And that's what Just Jake is all about. And it's just me. Um, I'll probably eventually it can be some other people involved, but now I just want to put it to me because I know where my focus and energy is and where I want it to go and grow.
Okay. Well, speaking of music, you want to turn right back around to your music. Tell us more about your music. Let's hit it with Watch It first. Your new single dropped December 2020.
Mhm.
That was your very first single
Yes,
independently. You have
yes,
done collabs with shout outs to our friend Sean B, the writer.
yes,
I
yes.
don't want to give out his
Shout out
record now.
Stompy.
Yeah, he don't want to cuss me out. But yes, tell us more about how Watch It got started and the title for one, and what inspired you to write this particular song and put this one out first before many others.
Okay, so this particular song, "Watch It," my promo single for my EP Atlas which will be dropping in February. But the promo single, "Watch It," sparked from where it's mainly from. It's just like within today's society, I feel this is my opinion. I can't speak for it in general. So I just feel that there's a lot of role models slash leaders slash so-called kings in
Mhm.
our society, and especially within social media, that refer to themselves as kings, role models, leaders, and at the end of the day when they're really not. Like, what are you doing to lead? What are you doing that makes you a king? What are you doing, to be that role model? And it's not just, oh, how many followers I have, how many, friends I have, how many people follow me on Twitter and things like that. It's, things of that nature. I just like we not just to get back to not so much so-called the basics,
Mhm.
but overall what's right and what's wrong. And just because not to put a shadow on any extracurricular activities that anybody's doing now, but just because you have, won so many titles within, like, for example, the ballroom community, which I'm involved in, it's because you won so many titles or you're deemed legend or you're deemed icon. What are you doing? What have you done? Not because based off your winnings, but what have you done to give back or be that role model to that younger generation or someone's upcoming into the ballroom community and things of that nature, or just anyone in life, period. For example, another example, people who are involved in pageants. I've known the pageantry world, Mr. Gay Texas of USA, Miss Gay Texas US of A, things like that. Like, what have you done to give back? What have you done to be a role model? Not because you won this, or you're deemed this and deemed that, and you look like a king or you look like a role model. But what have you done to give back? And that's my main thing. It's all about giving back for the next upcoming young generation. Hence why I have scholarships lined up, and also community service events, that I plan to do too.
Look at you doing it all, honey.
Yeah,
Model, actor,
yeah.
engineer,
Yeah, I
rapper.
still model on the side, so you know, it's just like, when people all the time ask like, what can't you do? It's just like, well, I just don't do some people. I'm not gonna speak too much on that. I just don't do some people. But at the end of the day, I just try to, you only have one life to live, so why not, if I want to branch off into this, let me see how this feels. Let me dibble dabble on this. Let me dibble dabble on that. So, since I've got into music, it is what it is. I can be able to express myself, which has saved me, from knocking the heads off of some people, slapping the out some people. The gym will always be there to keep me sane, but the music helps me, get into another lane and let people know, what it is. So.
Okay. So at one point you was called Jake the Body. Why you dropped Jake the Body? Why you dropped that name?
I've been known for body for so many years, for since 2011, since I graduated from college, and I actually got into modeling, competed into fitness shows, physique shows, all of that. And I'm still known as, I still claim the body or whatever. But there's a lot more than my body. It's not just the body. It's, my brains and my body and my personality. It's a lot more. Like, people have never gotten close to me. Only people who have gotten close to me like that is my exes, who are all in Texas, and they're gonna stay in Texas. Um, yeah, they're gonna stay in Texas. So that's all the people who've gotten close to me like that, who've known me for who I am and my character, and just, just Jake and birth name Joshua, but just Jake. That's just who I am. So this, like, my brain is honestly I'm opening doors and putting down certain walls to allow people to know me, get to know the real me, per se. And that's going to be displayed all of my music, which people have never seen this side of me. So it should be interesting. I'm really going to be excited about the reactions, especially with this EP coming up soon.
Cause like this. Okay.
Mm,
All
yeah.
right. With continuing with your music, what should your viewers slash your fans slash your audience slash everybody should expect with your EP? What should we look forward to?
My EP will be showing a side of me that people have not seen before. That unless unless we were in a relationship or we were fucking, you just don't know the side of me or whatever. So you're gonna see a side of me, and you're gonna know how I feel about a lot of things, um, about me or whatever, and how I feel about certain things in the world, certain people in the world, what's right, what's wrong, and just to address some things and clear the air about certain rumors. People are always talking. When they can't find dirt on you, they're going to make up things about you. And it's just addressing certain things, clearing the air. And I feel like it's best for me to address the mass this way rather than me addressing the person, this person, that person, this person, that person. No, let me just put on music and address you all so you can all hear me out. And if you have any further questions or you want to keep going with the rumors, speculations, I can keep coming with the music. So it's fine.
Okay. Which song is your favorite so far that you're working on?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, which song so far has been your favorite to work on for your EP?
Ooh. I'll say, it's between two. I'm gonna say "Let Me Be" is gonna be my favorite one, and I can't wait for you all to hear that one. "Let Me Be" is my favorite one so far. And the second one will be Stuck Up. Since y'all say I'm so stuck up, I can't
So
wait. Hmm.
I said, so that was going to be the club banger, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be the club banger. Stuck Up, and Let Me Be is gonna be the one that's gonna give you straight bars and address a lot of things at the same time. But the Stuck Up, that's my club banger. That's the one gonna be a club banger. So basically, I'll go ahead and give y'all just a breakdown of my EP real quick with the songs. Promo single, of course, will be on there. Watch it. That's for the streets. That's my people. That's for the streets. And we're also getting ready to do a music video, which Audrey will be a part of course. We're doing a music video next week in Charlotte. Um, Taking it to the streets. That's for the streets. That's for my people. I'm also repping Houston at the same time. So Houston, trust me, I don't forget where I come from since I moved. And then the Let Me Be song, as I just mentioned, is my favorite song. That song is about letting me be, in regards to rumors coming at me sideways, DMing me about this and that, saying I'm this, saying I'm that. Just let me be. That's that one. The other song, Stuck Up, is my club banger song. Basically, I'm gonna say is people think I'm stuck up, but the wordplay on stuck up is yes, I trust me, I'm stuck up, and I hang low and I'm stuck up. So that's that. And
Oh
then,
my, oh my.
um,
Yeah.
and the and then the fourth song is I'm gonna slow it down a little bit and give you some bars. I'm gonna slow it down and tell you how I feel about certain things. And hit on the softer side with me emotionally with certain things. That's the fourth song. And there's going to be one more song, and I don't want to talk about that one now. That one's going to be a surprise. I'm actually debating on which one I want to pull out the vault. It could be one, a part two of Let Me Be. So I'm trying to figure out which one I want to pull out the vault. So, but yeah, there's going to be 5 songs on my EP, and that's dropping in February, and it's titled Atlas. And if you're not familiar with Greek mythology, Atlas, he was a Greek god. The famous picture of him bending down on one knee with the world on his back. So I'm used to that's gonna be taught my Atlas. And the visuals will be based on that for the album cover or the EP cover because since I've been into the world, not just ballroom, not just modeling, not just entertainment, not just bartending, corporate America, all that, all of it all combined, just like I have all this weight. I had the weight of a lot of things on my back, and as they call me, Mr. All Lanes. That's what I do. I just stay in all lanes. So when you tell me to stay in my lane, remember I'm in all lanes. So it's just like that's where it all comes from. So
Okay. All right then, Mr. J. Is there any last words for your viewers that would like to know more about you or how they could follow you and connect with you online?
yeah, so my Instagram is just underscore Jake underscore 2021. And my Facebook name is still Jake, and I represent the iconic house of Con. So yes, Jake Con still. And I will be making a Facebook musician artist page soon. It'll be Jake Blaze, and also my web page, my website, which you can reach me at first. You can actually put in your email address, and you can subscribe and keep up to date with any upcoming events or any appearances I'll be making. Is www.justjakeonline.com. So that's honestly the best way to keep in touch with me and keep up with me and what I have going on because my social media is connected to my website page.
Okay. So you did say that you will be giving away two $500 scholarships. So for those that are out there looking to learn more about those scholarships, how could they find out more information about it?
So honestly, those will be posted on my website page, justjakeonline.com. And I know technology and everything has advanced, but I'm really keeping it the basics with the application process for the scholarships, where I would need your official transcripts sent from the college university to me, and I'll be providing a PO box address where you can send that to, and also the application online process. The application will all be online, the process. But other than that, the only thing that will be mailed to me will need to be the official transcripts because I need to be signed, sealed, and official from the universities because all the scamming things going on with the Cash App. Send us 150, you get $1,000. It's not like that. It's just me giving away $500 scholarships. That's what it is.
Okay. Requirements for these recipients.
General requirements. I was going to make it based off of going to a HBCU because my bachelor's came from HBCU, my master's came from HBCU, and I always support my HBCUs. Have nothing against PWIs. I always support my HBCUs. I would say that be a current college student. No minimum GPA requirement. But and then another thing, the checks will be sent to the university. It will not be Cash App or electronically deposited in anybody's account. So I want the university to disperse it to the actual account, and then if you have overpayment, then that's your money to keep. I want to go towards your tuition fees and things first. And other than that, there's not really too many requirements.
Okay. Y'all heard it first. The model, the actor, the rapper, the engineer, the entrepreneur slash philanthropist. Is there any other things that I have? The body,
Okay.
everything. Yes.
You could just put etc. on the end. There's so many things, but you can put etc. on the end.
It could go on. And so, do you have any lasting words for us before I sign you out?
Honestly, I want to say thank you all for listening. I'm really looking forward to y'all to listen to my EP that's dropping in February, and you can also find me on Spotify, all music platforms, my music. And at the end of the day, I just want everybody to be themselves, be who you are. Life is too short. If you have any dreams or if you have anything you want to just dabble in, do it. And if you want to really be good at it, remember it takes practice and temporary sacrifices to put in the work. And what you put in is what you get out. Other than that, much love. Love y'all.
Yeah. Well, you guys have heard the first on Keeping It Real, part 2 with Jake Blaze. Again, the first one was 4, but I'm trying to learn this stuff. I'm trying to get into it. So I'm so glad that we was actually able to find something to get your voice out and for it to be heard. So
Thank you for having me. Keeping It Real with Audrey. Thank you. Because I love you, but if you keep it real, you know how it is.
You about to talk some shit with me about 2.5 seconds, y'all. So I'm already ready for the shit already. But you guys have heard it first. Yes, find him on all social media platforms. Just underscore Jake underscore 2001 on Instagram. Jake Blaze on Facebook. JustJakeOnline.com on his website, so you guys can check out anything that you guys need to do about the scholarships, or just to pretty much find him out on life and how he's doing. And if you want to do any collaborations with him, any appearances, definitely hit him up. He is to die for. He is so adorable.
Thank you.
He's definitely fashion forward, so you don't have to worry about the fashion part. He will definitely give you body. Just make sure it's high outside.
Okay.
But we appreciate you having you, Jake. Also, you guys definitely follow him on Life Changes the series. His character is going to be Vaughn. So definitely check out. He is one of the leading roles. I myself is in the series, but it's not about me. This is about him. So definitely follow his leading character and his boyfriend at the time, who plays
Lorenzo.
There we go. What is Lorenzo? What's his character?
Paul.
There we go. Follow Vaughn and Paul on Life Changing Series on top of the other rest of the castmates. You guys just be on the lookout for this one. He's a rising star in the making. I might have to knock him down a couple of times, but I still love him. I still love him. But definitely check him out, you guys. I love you much, dearly, Jake. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you for having me so much, Audrey. Thank you.
Bye, I was like, Vaughn.
Bye, y'all. Okay. Bye, y'all. Love them.
Yes, we got to get a character because tomorrow's definitely our last big table.
Yes.
You better be ready.
Okay. You better be ready.
Okay. We can't wait for part 3 because we're gonna keep on updates and tabs on you. We're gonna do another interview. As you guys seen, I posted all of my interview packages. So if you want any of those, definitely hit us up. All of our information is on there. You follow us on Instagram, Keeping It Real with Audrey Trez and 2B. You can follow me on Facebook, Audrey Nicole. You definitely follow us. Our business page is the same as our Instagram, and we're working on our website so you'll be able to actually formally submit payments and everything online. So we'll get that shortly. So just stay tuned, and we love you, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye. We're out. Yes.